Hello everyone, it's CXL Horizon here. I was thinking and I have decided to do something a little bit different tonight, and I thought I would share with you guys my top 10 bosses in Soulsborne. This is just my opinion though, so I don't want people getting angry if they don't agree with what I have to say. Alright, so I will get straight into it. Honourable mentions will go to Ludwig and Ornstein and Smo, of course. I mean, for me, they just didn't quite make the cut, at least in terms of how difficult I find them today, and that's what I'm doing. Alright, number 10, we have the Twin Princes of Lothric, Lorien and, of course, Lothric. I find it very difficult to deal with those two. I mean, Lorien's bad enough with the teleporting and the flame sword and the shooting holy balls of light at you out of his thing, his sword. But when Lothric enters the fray, oh man, that sucks. Took me a good 10-15 tries to kill him. I finally did it and I was like, oh my god. And yeah, so that's number 10. Moving on to number 9, we have the new DLC boss, Sister Freed. Oh man, she was a nightmare. Just having to deal with a 3-phase boss fight is just beyond what I thought I was capable of dealing with. And I went above and beyond my own expectations when I finally killed her. I was absolutely over the moon, just like this guy is now. But yeah, the reason she's not higher is, I think, by any means a 3-phase boss fight for a fight like that is bullshit. Like, it doesn't take anything away from the quality of the fight, but that's why it's not higher for me anyway. Alright, number 8, we have Manus, Father of the Abyss. Ironically, I nearly killed him on my first try. I was like, oh yeah, this isn't too bad. And then, after that, I just got caned over and over and over again. Definitely as aggressive, if not more aggressive, than Flame Lurker, but Flame Lurker's weak to magic, Manus isn't, so for me, he was very difficult to deal with, especially because he uses dark magic, and given the way Dark Souls 1's armor system worked, that you have no defense against dark magic, at least not to my knowledge, so all his dark spells just absolutely hit me for 6. That's a cricket reference if anyone in America doesn't understand. Alright, number 7, we have Gurnam, the First Hunter. Alright, you'll probably work out from this list that I have my favourite boss fights are indeed the ones that it feels like 2 warriors going into battle as opposed to killing amazingly large beasts, and the next few on my list will definitely embody that. Especially Gurnam, like, the whole fight is spectacular. The boss design was amazing, and it truly feels like 2 warriors going head to head in a clash for survival, and I thought that was absolutely incredible. I will never get tired of that fight, and it's a remarkable fight. Anyway, number 7, carrying on from that, is Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. This fight was intense. I'd always get her down to like 15% health, and then she just unleashed Armageddon on me. It was absolutely psycho, and that is the quality that I love about From Software. Absolutely awesome. Now, for me, we have a bit of a wild horse here at number 5. For me, number 5 is Dark Lurker. This guy, I run a solid melee build. Strength, bit of dex, like full physical damage. So, if you've ever fought Dark Lurker, you could probably imagine how much trouble that fight took me. it ruined my Dark Souls 2 save, but I'll tell you guys about that in another video. But that just, I must have used 30 human effigies. Nothing has ever fucked me up as much as that boss has. Alright, moving on. Number 4, we have Knight Artorias. Now, as far as, like, my favourite bosses go, this guy breaks the mold a little bit because I'm not putting him on here for difficulty. I'm pretty much putting him on here for lore, boss design, pretty much everything but difficulty. Like, that said, the only reason I'm doing that is because... Well, yeah, I'm doing that because I didn't fight him for the longest time. Like, I only beat the DLC like about 8 or 9 months ago. And his difficulty was absolutely hyped through the roof. So I was going there expecting some really, really, really tedious boss fighting. I went in there and it only took me 3 tries to kill him. I was a little disappointed with his difficulty. Absolutely loved everything else. Now, number 3, we have the Orphan of Kos. Now, I spent about 8 hours straight trying to kill this guy. I actually have his fight on my YouTube channel, which I recommend you go see. There's no audio over it, but it's my favorite video. It's the video I'm most proud of, and probably one of the hardest achievements I've ever had to get in my gaming career. So, and I've had a long gaming career, so you can imagine how happy I was when I finally beat him. He just jumps all over the place. I don't even know what is shooting at you, but it hits you so freaking hard, and it's just a nightmare to deal with, especially by yourself. Now, number 2, we have the Nameless King. This guy is very special to me. Well, it's not very special, it's a pain in my ass, but in all seriousness, this is the only boss that I have ever encountered in all of Soulsborne that has taken me longer than a 24-hour period to defeat. I just died. Great. Yeah, so I just couldn't get my head around the camera. Trying to fight the camera with that guy was just ridiculous. These days, I have the first phase down to an art form. I can do it without getting hit once, but when you actually fight the Nameless King, it just, like, for me, I cannot fuck that up once, because if I do, he just keeps hitting me and I just can't get my flow back. And yeah, I'm not sure how many times I'm going to fight him, so I don't know if I'll ever truly master the Nameless King. Alright, for my number 1, this is a little bit different. I don't know many people who rate this boss as their number 1, but for me, my number 1 boss is Champion Gundyr. I have never fought a boss where I have actually purposely died when is it like 1 hit left just to replay the fight to fight him. The arena is amazing. It is the true embodiment of 2 warriors fighting to the death, and he is absolutely unrelenting. I think that was the only problem with Artorias. He just, for me at least, he just gave you too many opportunities to heal. Gundyr gives you nothing. You have to earn every time you heal, you have to earn it. Whether it be sprinting to the other end of the map when you're on like 100 HP, or you perfectly time dodging where he does It's so hard to explain, but I mean, I'm sure people would understand when they've fought him. It's just my absolutely favourite boss. Well, actually that took a lot less time than I thought it did. Alright, so that's it. I will leave it there. I hope everyone who's watching this, and everyone who's not, is having an absolutely wonderful day wherever they are in the world, and I will be back shortly for some more videos. I'll probably upload some Far Cry 4 footage tonight, and with commentary, of course. Alright, everyone have a good night, and I'll see you soon.